very long time ago, I had a lover who passed away and had taken her own life. I was driving in the car one day and she showed up in spirit in my car, and I could see her clear as day. And she was just tripping out. She was tripping balls, freshly dead, a couple of weeks. And do you know what she said to me? She said, "Eve, it's crazy. It's like I was in a dream and then I died and I woke up again and now I'm in another dream." Her hands were on her head and I laughed. And I said to her, "Yeah, man, this is just a reality that's in our consciousness, right? You go to sleep at night and you leave, I guess, the 3-dimensional space and go into the consciousness space, the subconscious. And at the end of the day, every time I find myself getting caught up in this thing called life, or my mind is running around in circles over achieving, performing, doing, that's the survival primal part of our brains, and our experiences sort of shaped around that because of the human brain and mind. And then I floated away from that. I look at my friend who sat there in spirit and the dawning of that realization that the only thing it's really attached to is the physical form. All right, we move on and we wake up. And so when I find myself getting stuck and I find myself being overwhelmed or overthinking and overanalyzing everything, that's a place that takes me home. Is that reminder that this is all fake. It's all created in our minds. We can change it based on where we direct our minds, what we choose to see, where we choose to direct the consciousness of our mind. We can look outside and see a rainy day, feel dreary, oh no, the sun's gone, and feel the heaviness, or we can look outside and our reality, our dream world that we're creating here, we can look outside and see how beautiful that rain is. We can see the life being brought back into the plants if we look. They start to shine a little bit more. The earth finds its nourishment. Maybe the rain is going to cleanse and wash away some of that emotional stuff and the stagnancy that needs to be moved. Right, so we create the reality. And the reality is only a part of our mind, our perception, our lens, our consciousness is going to move on and take a step into a different realm, a different dimension that we can do exactly the same thing. We can create. We can choose where it goes. So when I find myself stuck, I remember her. I remember her sitting in my car going, "This is crazy. What the hell?" And that sweetness that I felt for her, and that knowing. It's just a palette, right? It's a canvas. So how do we let go? In my mind, it's all about learning to realize that it can be shifted. And it is only a construct. The only real thing that we're holding on to, the baggage, is the meat bag. that we're sitting in now. So that always reminds me to create as an artist, to create through a lens that is made for me. What do I want? What are the colors that I want to see? What are the experiences, the memories that I want to take with me? Because I know that that's all I'm going to bring. And I'll be damned if I get weighed down and stuck just because I have a brain and a human mind that's going to keep flashing at me as little survival things, right? Hush now, brain, hush. You are the creator. This reality is yours. So you do what you want with it. And do what you want with your time. So at the end of the day, we're still going to say hi again after. Okay. That's all for now. Bye.